Hello and welcome to my new series. This is a game. This is Toontown Grindworks, a game I've liked for a while, and just got the new update for. So I'm going to play this while also talking about things in my upcoming games. And by the way, this is being recorded in bulk, so. Flippy, president of the Toon. Custom seed. So, first of all, I guess I'll talk about my qualifications, or rather, qualification in game dev. My only skill is that I'm a creative person, an abnormally creative person. That is my only skill. So I do know the first thing about game development. I don't really know the second. But I want to try and make games regardless to put that my one skill to use. Let me focus a bit. X1, X3 cogs. So my first project I've been working on is Escape from Insect Mansion, the first game in an upcoming thing I'm working on called the Blenderson Saga. It is going to, as you can see, I'm not super great at this game, but I'm working on the first game in Blenderson Saga, Escape from Insect Mansion, which is specifically going to be first game in what I'm calling the Visionaries Vendetta arc. And it's going to tell the story of one William Tinkerson. I've been working on game design documents for that now, and had some new ideas. For example, stuff to heighten the kind of horror-esque atmosphere, even though it is kind of a goofy game. Including the making the game a bit darker, having like a darkness thing to also encourage exploration, thinking about game design here the best I can, at least. So, and also I've been thinking of changing. I had an idea for a while about about combining carryables. I'm going to exchange that for like a crafting system, because I think that would be a bit more interesting and a bit more traditional, I guess. So make a crafting system for more interesting, since I'm in the DA office. Okay, so what is this new squirt gig? So let's see, how do I pause this? This is how I pause this. That's gonna be useful for later. So anyways, did I get this? Yeah, don't remember what it is. So, something a bit useful for, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I've been thinking about changing it for a crafting system that I already said, so let me retrace my thoughts. So, basically, I'm going to, so, there's that. There's also the thing about the 2D games. As I mentioned, I'm planning on giving each game a 2D version, so there will be a 2D platformer version of Escape from Insect Mansion. And that is... So, yeah, it's going to be a bit different to real quick, I'd like to interject. I'm planning on having a. So I'm planning on making a story, which is going to be on itch.io, that's coming out on the 27th, called Childsville. And that's going to be a comedy story, a combination of absurd humor and shock humor. So, discretion. But, yeah, I talk about more on the itch.io page. And that's the book I'm working on, comedy book. And I've also been working a bit on Music Player. Well, I haven't really started down on that yet. I just have kind of a rough concept. And what puzzle is this? Does it say? I guess not. Maybe it's the draking puzzle. Yeah. So, sorry, I'm focusing a bit. So you have that. So there's that. There's the Escape from Insect Mansion I'm working on. I've also been working on design documents for something called Nightmare on Blenderton Boulevard, which is a later project. Not saying that's gonna happen soon, but that's. I'll talk about that maybe a bit more next episode. It's also worth noting I'm going to be kind of working on the games in bulk a little bit. So I'll be working on Escape from Insect Mansion along with a bunch of other projects at once, so it's not gonna be as long as you'd think, but working on the game design documents right now. After this battle, I'll probably end the episode, or maybe I can go a bit longer, yeah. So I showed in concept art before, there's gonna be a mouse character named Marfa. Marfa Squeaks. She is a mouse that's character that's gonna appear in Escape from Insect Mansion. The reason I'm not talking super a lot about it is I've talked about Escape from Insect Mansion a lot before, and I already have an itch.io page for it. So there's that, yeah. For some of the Everthing. Spotlight. And as I've said before, so yeah, I just thought being able to play a game I like is partly because I thought maybe the videos would do a bit better if I do but it's also in part just because it's also in part just an excuse to play a game I like, which is this game. I like this game. I will probably end the video in a second here. So, I also had a few other side projects, namely, the Robot Cat game, which I'll share more about later, maybe a few episodes from now. But, yeah, I think that's about gonna do it for the first episode. So, subscribe if you like kind of what you're seeing, you like the games and other projects I'm working on, and also just this funny gameplay. And, goodbye.